I can hear my... Good Lord. That's loud. Okay, but I can hear myself now. I don't know, my mic, I literally used this 12 hours ago. Technology! Anyways. Let's see if I remember how to do this. Where was the chat thing? Eventually I gotta figure out how to move the little chat thing, chat overlay, to like move it up. Gracias. I will hydrate. This is a little bit of some Olipop mixed with other water. I don't know. But thank you. Kelsey, hold on. Let me make sure I got everything together. I think we're good. YouTube's up. All the good stuff. All right. Well, the issue is, so what happened this morning was we did make a lot of progress. However, because it was so big, like oh shoot, let me change this. You turn off and then you turn on. Okay, there we go. Yeah, long story short, the build took longer than I thought, and so now we're gonna go back and then finish it, and then we got to move a couple of people upstairs. So the people that I have, I put this in an email. I need to figure it out. I put in an email who I was gonna put up here. I was gonna put Lucario. I probably should hit A so I can actually play the game. Lucario. Yes, Lucario, Corviknight, Entei, Tinkaton, and Articuno will actually come up here. I may end up changing that at some point because I don't know if I want Entei and Articuno up there, but why not? So, my hope is to finish this in the next couple hours. I probably will, and then tomorrow, what I'll do is edit, begin editing the video, and then we'll try to put it out on Monday. But yeah, how are you doing? Let's see, what do we have in our... Okay, so I remember what we were doing. Actually, let's go ahead and go up. So we need to change a couple things. Is it me or is the Elgato, is the audio really loud? No, I know why it's loud, because I have my headphones on. All right, so I have headphones. Okay, there we go. Overall, good. Trying to get all this stuff done before the bubbly basin, of course. But yeah, I'm like, I usually don't stream at night, but here we are. So what we did this morning, okay, move this around. Okay, so essentially what I realize now is we need to, oh, let me bring up, well, I don't want to bring up off stream, but it's I have like some inspiration basically from the show. I don't know, because I don't know if I mentioned this. Well, I probably mentioned this in the video. This is basically from Star Trek. If you have not, I don't know if you're into Star Trek or not, but I'm looking at, we got to do a couple things. We got to do, hold on. We got to do this whole like pit area, and then we have to, in fact, you know what we need to do? I want to build like a windmill under here because I feel like we're going to need the electricity. And then we're going to change the chairs we're going to use. Originally, I was going to use these spectator chairs, and I don't think we're going to use those anymore after looking at some stuff. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to need this. Oh, nope. I want to change this. We're going to need to change put this laptop there. We're going to need a windmill and then a bunch of electricity. And then this up here is actually going to be an office. And I'm just going to use this as a placeholder, and then eventually we will replace these walls. We'll replace with these, like these different blocks. Can this? Oh yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's just do this. It looks a little ugly right now, but it's gonna... I'm just putting this up here just to get a sense of what the doors are gonna look like, or what the outside is gonna look like, and then we'll replace it later. Is this... Hold on. Oh, nope. I gotta... Oops. I gotta bust this open. Okay, hold on. There we go. But yeah, overall doing well. Yeah, we have this here, and then we'll put the little office thing here. And then this is like a pit area. Oh yeah, I was looking at, so in the I was looking at like different images from the show. How it's like, it's almost like made into, I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. It's almost like in a circle kind of shape. And I'm trying to see how we do this the right way. I think we could do this way. Because I want to make more of like a circle shape, but also now we have this area in the bottom, but I do want to keep that here. So, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? I got it. I got it. I got it. Okay, so we're gonna need to blow this up actually. And I did see in the DLC, at least that's what it seemed like. It seemed like Lapras can now, like you can like blow up multiple. Lord West, how are you? Thank you for joining in. Hope you are doing well. We're gonna blow this up. I'll get that later. In fact, let's do this because what I want to do. This is like the strategy room kind of thing, and then so we need to have stuff that goes down here, but this kind of needs to be more of like a little pit area. So in this case, oh, that's right. That's right. There's Voltorb and then Electrode. I did it on a house with the little fireworks thing, but I've not put that to much other good use. I probably should. I probably do that when I do the Cloud Island on the ground. There's like some stuff I want to blow up, so I'll probably use them there. Actually, to figure out where their habitat, where they're living, because I cannot remember. Can I do this? Okay, hold on. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, cool. So, all right. So I think what I want to do is push this out a little more. Yes, this is on the Cloud Island. I have not actually done. I mean, I beat the game, but I've not done a lot of work on my regular island, or the regular biomes or whatever. And so that's what I wanted to do is really. I started this in April, and so I kind of got basically have been neck deep in doing this for the last 3 months. And my goal was, I was trying to do this. I wanted to get this done before the DLC came out, and I originally thought that the DLC was going to come out like later in August, and they're like, haha, no. And so now it's next Wednesday, and so I'm like, let me finish this so I can do some stuff with the DLC, and then I'll whatever different functionalities I'll use on the bottom of the Cloud Island, because I want to do some underground stuff, and then we'll go from there. Do I have the cannon as in like the exploder thing, the fireworks thing? All right, let's do this. Let's see. And, oh, why is that? See. Every time I feel like this music just stops on its own. I was like, it's very quiet. All I hear is air. Anyways. Okay, so yeah, we want it to be kind of like this. All right, and then we'll do this. The question is, we're gonna have to fix this. So we're gonna expand this, or maybe, hold on, I know what I do, because like this is a long way to put steps, and so what if we, let's see, if we put this here. How does that work? Yikes. I don't know how I feel about this being all the way down here. But yeah, because that's not going to work. Okay, I have an idea. We're going to do how we did the other parts of the spaceship. And so we are going to need... We're going to need some supplies. So... Hold on, let me put this down. There we go. All right. Okay, we're going to need some supplies. We're going to need... Before we go back down there, because it's a lot of supplies, we're going to need doors. We're going to need some of those grates so we can have a little bit of... we can make this staircase work. We're going to need a windmill kit. We're going to need some electricity. We're going to need to change these chairs because we wanted to pop out chairs. We're going to need smeargle as well. And then some more windows, cube lights. I should write this down, but I will not. But yeah, there's a... Well, we're going to need... Do we have paint on us? We do have paint. So we do need smeargle. Yeah, we're going to need smeargle. Where can we... Yeah, let's just... I should just jumped out and went all the way downstairs. And then if... So what I will also do... Put this out there. In your spare time, if you would like to... Oop, wrong YouTube thing. If you would like to see... So I call them like mini builds. So basically it's a part of the spaceship. And then we're going to do a big reveal on Monday. But there's some stuff here. Let's pin that until end of stream. Look at that. Okay. Oh, one other floor. Oh, we need some ladders as well. Because we need to make... We're going to use those to make gates and stuff. Wait, I need to check something. Early this morning, I felt like maybe I gave my code out and like, or maybe it was me. I feel like someone stole the party pot that was there. It was just gone. And I was like, how did that happen? Anyway, so this is essentially like the kind of hangar area where I have all of the supplies. There's like some furnaces up here that's doing some stuff. And then here is, how many ladders do I have? 42. No, we're gonna need more. I don't know if I have more. These definitely should be more organized, but they are not. I don't want those lights. I don't want those doors either. I think we're gonna have to get the other doors. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, the grates. We need those. Anything in here? No. Anything up here? No. Nope. Anything in... Oh, these doors. Yes, we need those automatic doors. Do we need these brainy doors? I don't think so. We may need those surface lights. Is there anything else? One of these transmitters. Definitely these windows. Anything else? Well, hold on. I know what I needed. I needed to get those pop-up chairs, and I'm trying to see, is there anything here that I could use? No, nothing here. No. Let's get another laptop. We're gonna need one of those. Anything particular here? Nope. I do need. It's either this, these public seats, or the pop-up chairs or pop art chairs. I'm gonna see how they look because we're gonna paint them. We're gonna need a bunch of them too. Anything here? Nope, 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 nope. I feel like I'm missing something, but that's fine. Anything? Nope, I think we're good there. I feel like I need to make some more windows as well. I'm not going to get distracted by that. Ho-Oh, I think that was Lugia. One of them. I'm not going to get distracted by that. I have stuff to finish. What else is here? I have a windmill kit. Let me get 2 of these because I don't know how much electricity I'm going to need. Let's get 2 of those. Nothing else here. Nothing here. Nothing here either. Okay, and then what else? Then these transmitters. Oh, we need these. Let's get these ladders and also these windows. This should be enough. As far as windows, anyway. I don't think transmitters. That's fine. And then we're gonna need more ladders and these cube lights. We're gonna need some cube lights for the table. Anything else? How much paint do we have? We're gonna need some paint actually. So let's, just in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's get a couple more whites. Should be fine. What's up here? Oh, just more paint. Okay. Anything here? Nope. Nope, that's just more paint. Alright, we're gonna need more ladders. So, let's go ahead and do that. 100 should be fine. And then I want to try out the pop art chairs. We're gonna need some more. How many laptops? We got 43. Tablets 29. Okay, that's fine. Anything else in here? I think this is fine. Is this fine? This is fine. Let's. I think I have enough automatic doors. We'll figure out the flooring later. I think right now it's the biggest thing is just getting the spacing right. Oh, we need more kitchen counters or kitchen tables, whatever those things are called. These. Right now we have 56, but I think we need more. Let's do 100. We're also, actually, the more I think about it, we're probably going to need to paint those. So we probably need more paint. I'm not going to paint them red. I would say let's get some white. There's a blue that has like a gray element to it. So there's a gray that has a blue element to it. And then, oh, also the other, oh, hold on. The other big thing, we need to figure out habitats. So because we're going to move people up there, we're going to need to have them enter habitats. And I think we're going to have to do the laptop habitat. Where is that? That is somewhere. Nope, those are not going to work. Nope. Stuff. Oh, was it? Is the work desk? Hold on. Nah, that's not going to work. Hold on. Let me see. Office desk. Yeah, that's not going to work because we definitely need an office desk. Researchers. Nope, that's not going to work either. Where is the one? It wasn't Porygon 2. It was the other one. Was it Porygon Z that had the other one? It was the habitat. We used this for Metagross. It wasn't this. I don't think it was this either. Dang it, now we forgot. There's Porygon 2, Porygon Z, Porygon Z's habitat. Did they change this? Oh no. I know what it is now. It was this that I used this, long story short, in the school that I did, I used this habitat and like I moved Metagross into it. And I don't think it's gonna work the same way. So what can we do in replacement of it? What would be good for what we're trying to do? I could do this, although like they wouldn't have like drinks in the operation center, but or we could move them into that office thing that I made. Wait a minute. Hold on. Nope, no, that's not gonna work. Or if we put the habitat out of sight, maybe. Let's hold on. What's this one? Oh, it has to be the blue in the box. Because there's some habitats where it's more flexible, like there's like tables or whatever else, and or like random. It doesn't have to be. This thing is like any table really. And so this is why we need more habitats. Maybe in the DLC I can make something better. But for now, I think we're gonna have to use what we got. And I don't want to put like a register, a cash register, because that doesn't make any sense. Ruh-roh. What is this? Nope, can't cardboard boxes. Yeah, I think we'll just have to move them in that other house. Basically make a house and then have them move into it. Which is fine. Alright, okay, that's fine. What do we have now? We have a bunch of paints. We have the... Oh crap, what are the materials that we need for this? Hold on. Wood and twine, okay. Let's go ahead and get, not wood, but you know what I mean, lumber. Alright, let's get that. And then the twine was somewhere here. There we go. Alright, that should be enough. What else? We have that. We said I was gonna try the public seat and then the pop art chairs. We're gonna try both of them. So let's go ahead and I'm just gonna make a bunch because I don't feel like coming back down here for that. All right, let's get like 20 of those. That should be enough. And then the pop art chairs. Let's do this. It's not gonna take that much, but we can use these in other different things that we're trying to do, that we'll do later on. Okay, is there anything else? We have the electricity, we have the flooring, we have a bunch of wall monitors. We don't need anything here. We don't need the mini generator piece. We probably need, I know we have surface lights already, so we should be fine. We've got all these steps. I think we're good. I think basically what we need to do now is do the paint and then basically start building, and then we'll come back for like the correct blocks. So let's close this, and then we got to go get Smeargle, and then we should be able to get work on that. And then, whoa, hold on. For the table, so I wish I could pull. I wish I could pull it up on stream. For the table, for the two, there's like two different places, like the kind of the meeting room thing, and then there's the actual office for the captain. And so we're gonna need. I have the cube lights that I want, but I want to add something else to make it not look like just a cube light table, which I don't know how best to do. Oh, we probably need a desk. Actually, hold on. That Porygon habitat thing actually may work. What was that? It was like a coffee cup. It was like a desk and something else. Can I filter this? Yikes, I cannot. Not the way I want to. Let me make sure I do this right. It was here. Office chair, mug, laptop, office desk. Okay. You can make that a habitat and then make the kind of actual office thing a home so people can be in there too. So that said, let's get this office desk. We need a mug. And this office chair. We already have a laptop. We ordered a mug. Well, like, what is that? Is that a decoration? I don't feel like still looking, so I think I just might make it. Because I have no idea where it is. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. I'm just gonna take the whole thing. That's fine. Okay. For the table, let me see what kind of blocks. Maybe do a couple of Pokeball wall. We just have that, and then anything else that's like a little more metallic. This iron plating, it's not bad. I have a lot of that already anyway. I think, yeah, let's just keep it at this, and then we'll figure out. Yeah, all right, I think we're good. Pop out chairs. We got this. Yep, we're good. All right. Let's go get Smeargle. What are you doing? All right. Okay. Thank you. Follow me. All right. And then I think that's... Should we get more paint? More black paint? No, we're good. Never mind. And then... Who's in the elevator? Okay, there we go. Oh, excuse me. Okay. All right, Smeargle, you have a lot of work to do. So, oh shoot, you know what I should have done? I should have brought some people to do this, to build out the windmill and stuff. All right, so we're just gonna put that here, and then we'll put that here. No, I'll actually. Nope, not you. No. Stop. Cancel. Okay. Okay, so that's there. So, in fact... Oh, great. How do we get back up here? So, I'm sorry. Oops. Guess we gotta do the... I know what we'll do. While we're here, we'll do the grate, like I mentioned. And then... That's interesting that you can do it this way. Which is fine. Actually, no, we'll keep that there. And then do this here, here, and then we may need to fix this to be able to go down. Although that's kind of awkward, so maybe we should move this a little farther. Do that. Okay. So how did oh I think I have to put like a block there for some stupid reason. Some of the mechanics sometimes here do not make sense, but it's whatever. I know what I'll do here. We will fix the direction of these grates later, but the idea is, all right, we come down here. If we can we do it this way? Maybe, hold on. Do it this way, this way. This way, and then can we come out here, or do we just actually just come out this way? Like literally just connect it this way, and then just do this. Let's do this. I guess we could do this too. Yeah, I think this is fine. Right. Oop, hold on. Oops, we'll clean this up later. There we go. Okay. All right. And then let's take this. Let's do that. And then we gotta move some of this so it's not as. Oop. In your face. Okay. There we go. There we go. Do this, and then. All right, so that's for the most part done. We will go ahead and put these doors here, although we know we're gonna have to put some electricity down here. Put the doors here. Oops. There we go. All right. In fact, well, we'll paint that later. I'll deal with that later. So, okay, Smeargle, are you still following me? Actually, you know what we can do? So you're not having to follow me. I'll put you here, and then I'll take you. I won't use you. I'll just bring 4 more people up here, so that way we can just get them, and then they'll make the windmills while we figure out the paint stuff. The question is, we have builders. I'm trying to think of who. I mean, Makahita's. I don't know where. I don't think Makahita actually literally lives in the spaceship. I think he's just there. Hold on. Oh, I think you build, don't you? Pokedex. Build. You do not. It is Heracross lives here. Blaziken, Lucario, Poliwrath, Mr. Mom. Okay, so let me get. Let me get the. I know who to get. I'll get both of these. I just trying to remember where they live. Oh no, this is a dinosaur thing. Okay, hold on. I know where a couple of them are, but we'll do that. Hold on, move the chat thing real quick. I gotta figure out how to fix the chat thing so it stays in one place. But anyway, we gotta go down here. This is not. This is fine. Josh is here. Actually, Poliwrath, and then. Hold on, I know who to get. Okay, hold on. Alright. Nope, not you. Actually, maybe one of you. Hold on. That's not what I meant to click. Okay, hold on. Follow me. Arcanine, you can follow me as well. Alright, there we go. Okay. You guys are doing a lot. None of the Hitmon thingies? Nope. What about up here? Glade. Oh, yeah, Glade. The problem that I'm gonna be is all of them. Steelix in here, which is not good. And so, okay, there we go. All of them are huge. Nope, not you. Follow me, and then I don't want to do Toxel because Toxel takes so long to do anything. We'll just use one of them. Alright, that's fine. Hit Molly, I'll take you. Okay. All of you need to follow me, please. So get started working on this thing. And then wait, before I do this. No, I think it's only 15 minutes. I had to where's the where the rest of it? Oh boy. That's where are the rest of it? Where's everybody else? I literally thought I asked Glade to follow me. Excuse you. I'll do you, and then we need one more person. We need... Alright, let's get Jirachi, and then... Alright, I think that's everybody. Yes, it's everybody. So we can do that, and then we'll figure out colors and all that kind of stuff later. Okay. Okay, all of you, well, let's just come down here. Okay. Let's cancel you. There we go. Nope. There we go. How? Oh, that's 15 minutes? Cool. There you go. Okay, Jirachi. Perfect. Okay. Now, Smeargle. Follow me. We have got stuff to do. While they do that. Sir. Where, okay. There we go. Okay, we need to do a few things. What I want to do, first off, I want to paint these windows. Yeah, I want to paint these windows. But also, hold on, paint these windows. I want to see, look at these chairs real quick. Okay. We did all black. What does that look like? I think that's fine. All right, and then let's try the public seat. Huh. Let me see how that looks, and then we'll decide. They said put it together, right? Didn't they say try arranging them a bunch together? Okay. we'll use that for something else. And let's try this pop art chair. Yeah, that works better. Okay, so what we will do, turn this on here. Okay, so let me look at how this works. So there's like a little, this kind of pit area. What I want to do is, I think that has like a teal green to it. So let's see if we can, what we can do with these cube lights as well. I forgot you could paint these. Okay. That's what I need. That's exactly the color. So let's do 10. We can always change it back. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. So this, I know what we can do. We mix it. Oh, I see. This. Maybe we add in. Some. Wait, what does it look like if we do the dark one? The idea is this supposed to be like a table looking thing. Hold on, actually, I probably can show you. Let me see if I can pull this up easily. Bring this up. Oh, that's a Christmas tree. Yikes. Got it. Oh, maybe I don't got it. Oh, there it is. So it's supposed to look like this with like the green in the middle kind of thing. So it's basically like a little table. So I kind of want to build that out with the green and the white around it, but also black. So we're gonna try, what does this look like? The texture is different. Thank you, Heath made for the follow. Hope you are doing well. What are you doing on top of there? Okay, let me see. We may just need to paint. What if we, no, that's doing too much. I don't think I've ever painted, have we ever painted the, what you call it? That's not what I was looking to do. One of these days, not on stream, I might try out mouse mode. I've always heard that mouse mode is a lot easier for this game, but I have not tried it. So let me, Heath made paint. Paint. Let's see. It's looking at too many different things. Okay, what does this look like? Hold on, let's try this. Let's try 3 of these. Let's see what that, look, 3 actually. And then, what's going on here? There we go. Yeah, I think this is fine. And then we got to make it to where it like looks like it's a table. Unless we have, I don't think we have a long table like this. Hold on. Let me see something. What do a kitchen likes? Oh, hello, Main Tater. How are you? Thank you for the lurk. Good to see you chatting again. And thank you, Heath Made. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was imagine you're a Star Trek fan, Heath Made, because you recognize his Deep Space Nine. I don't know. Did I put this in the? No, I didn't put it in the caption. But yes, I'm trying to basically build this out. I'm almost done, but the kind of like operation center is taking a while because I want to figure out how to make like the main middle area. And I actually, no, this is fine. I'll keep it here. Because what I might do is just move some of that to the middle. Yeah, so let me see this kitchen counter piece. No, that's not gonna work. We need something the same height as this. And there's not a lot of stuff the same height. Also, let me see what the pop art chairs look like sitting. Oof, that's not good either. Let me think. What could I do? I was gonna say, so did you just start the game, or is it how far have you been as far as doing like different dream islands and stuff? Let me see. I would like a chair. You know, I think there's a way to make a chair that's high and you can sit on it. But I'm gonna need. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm gonna need the iron pillars. So we'll leave this here in the meantime. What I would like to do, the window stuff is easy. So let's go ahead and do the window, and then I can figure out the oh no, I don't need any more windows. The window stuff is easy. I can figure out that little like middle table thing a little later. I have to think about. I may have to go back downstairs and figure out what do I need to essentially what do I need to make this like the same kind of table looking thing. I may have to look at the items again. I wish you could like look at the items from here, or maybe I could just look at the furniture so I don't have to go back downstairs. Well, eventually I will if I need to do it. Oh, you just unlock cooking and you're at the dream island with the ore. Oh yes, so okay, I'm trying not to spoil it, but yes. So what I would say is, eventually it also gets better. There are the hamburger steak things, and then there are also better ones. But I think you have to get to another place, another like biome thing to get the thing that can make the hamburger steaks better. But I mean, the regular ones are fine. It just takes a little longer. But yeah, I have at some point I'll show like the farm, whatever that I have. I've been harvesting a bunch of like beans and stuff like that, and so I can make the little steak things, so I don't have to. So I can just like not level out a Cloud Island, but not Cloud Island, level out Dream Island, but at least. Did I hydrate? I think I did. I'll do it again if I forgot, but make sure that I can get all the resources from the Dream Island. And then, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. We could also go ahead and paint these chairs because I know I want to use these. Okay, and then eventually we're gonna want to use. Okay, no problem. Yeah, so there are these things called that you can harvest called potatoes or whatever, and they can basically make your, I guess they make your hamburger steaks stronger. They're called potato hamburger steaks, and it like powers up your stuff a lot. But yeah, so but that's like in I think the last little biome thing that you go to. Or I don't know. I'm wondering if you can you get to that biome without, can you get to it out of order? I don't know. What is smoke? You're fine. I'm coming back, don't worry. But yeah, how are you liking the game? Are you also getting the DLC that comes out Wednesday? Also, I mean, in the DLC, I am interested in seeing the so in the video they show like a Starmie plush, which I thought was interesting, and so I'm curious where that takes you. Yeah, I have put in, I think after this stream is probably going to be like 590 hours into this, and then I have learned that I apparently am on the lower side of things when it comes to hours put in this game. Should I? Actually, I'm gonna break this up. I actually don't think a window is needed here. I think we're just gonna. Yeah, definitely. Like the price increase is like I know there's a price increase. So I'm in the U.S., so there's a price increase here probably because of, I know there was some like different like tariffs and everything, and I think Nintendo was gonna probably increase the price regardless. But yeah, I would definitely try to do that. Get it as soon as possible. I'll try to definitely. I think you. Let me rephrase that. I'm glad you got it because they were definitely gonna increase the price. Oh, let me get this. I think. I'm supposed to hydrate. I want to. I'm gonna put this wall back up. How much of this do I have? I may not have enough, but let's go ahead and just do that. I was gonna say, I feel like that is a very good husband to mention Pokopia. Well, very good husband to notice that and say, hey, you need to get this game, because it is. I would say what I would say is it's interesting seeing the different people who are getting the game. So there's some people who are getting the game and they're like more cozy kind of fans, and they're not like Pokemon fans. But then other people like me who have been part of the Pokemon cult for 30 years now. And so it's just interesting seeing the difference in people who get the game. Because some people I know, like they used to play like, what is it called? Disney Dreamlight Valley and Animal Crossing and stuff like that. But let me... But yeah, the personalities, I appreciate them having... I think just that being programmed in there. Let's see, is this it? This is good. Okay. There. Oh crap. Oh, the windmill's built. Hold on. Let me. You can start working on some electricity stuff. All right. I hope my issue. So just FYI, you may not hit this limit because like you're not a maniac like I am, but there is a limit to the electricity. And as far as like how many like windmills and all that kind of stuff that you can build, and then also how many items you can have, how many of these like, what is it, wireless transmitters, and I am afraid that I'm very close to hitting that limit, but we will see very soon. Okay, so let's connect this, and then let's connect this. I probably shouldn't make it farther. Can I go over here? Yes. Okay. That should be helpful. All right, so let's see if this door can open. It take a nap. Well, all right. So maybe we should bring this up. Let's see. How do we do this to where, and like how you place the electricity is like kind of important. Crap, that's not gonna work. All right. Nope, that's not gonna work either. I should have placed the windmills not so close together. But that's fine. It will figure it out. I'm definitely not gonna move it. Okay. Cool. Okay, so we have this office here that we actually need to put this habitat in. But we also need to paint this desk. I want to paint this like a darker gray. So let me get Smeargle in here. I think definitely around this game. Oh, is it DS9 because... Oh, so DS9 is a DS9 build because it's your favorite, or because when Ditto transforms, he gives Odo vibes? I did not think about that, but he does, because Odo's a changeling and Ditto can do that. It does match. It is my favorite in the sense of, I think, of all the Star Trek shows. So let me think. And I was talking about this earlier today. I would say, sorry, if I was to rank it, I think I've seen four. I've seen four shows. So I've seen DS9, I've seen Picard, I've seen, and I don't want to say Picard doesn't count, but Picard is like the last like 5 years. But I've seen DS9, Voyager, and then The Next Generation. I've not seen the original one from like the 60s, but I would rank DS9 the best, I think, just because there's so many personalities in it, and it's I think it wasn't, I mean, yes, they did some exploration, but it was literally just like a space station that you had all kinds of people walking through it and everything, which I thought was cool. Yeah, I really should have moved this windmill, but it's, anyways. So I would say DS9 is the top, and I would say Voyager is second. I just finished Voyager maybe a couple of months ago, and then The Next Generation is like a close third. I think Voyager was interesting to me, I think, because of the whole Borg situation, where I think in general, like, you've never seen anything as, like, I feel like as terrifying as like what the Borg was. And to me, I think that's something that I guess I won't say counts for something, but it's like, this thing is like terrified millions of people, and how they weave that in. The only thing I don't like about Voyager, and I don't know if this is like, you know, a hot take or anything like that, but I felt like Neelix in Voyager, I don't say he was useless, but I felt like he took up way too much space. I felt like that. Whoa, come back here. Oh crap. Oh well. I'll go back and get Smeargle later. He just left. I thought he was following me. Wow. Okay. Well, let's, like I said, we'll replace a lot of this stuff with other flooring later, but I want to build out, let me get this flooring together, and then we could work on the electricity stuff, because I want to make sure I'm putting these electrical things in the right place. And then we can probably hide these windmills. I don't need them. Yeah, like Neelix, it didn't, like, there have been quirky characters before. Like, I'll give an example. So I felt like Voyager, well, I don't know if they tried to do that. I feel like Quark and like had like a much better, he was like kind of like the person who did the bar, and he did He had like all the weird like Ferengi stuff or whatever, and was always focused on profit. But I feel like Quark was much more well-rounded. Like he was like the comic relief, but I felt like Quark, there was like purpose to him being there. And I feel like Neelix just like made strange food. And I was like, I don't know about that one, Chief. But we should be fine covering this here. Oops. I'll come back and make this better. But yeah, I like the Ferengis a lot better. I feel like even not just Quark, but I feel like their whole like alien race had a lot better development. Where like there was the episode where they were so misogynistic to where it's like they were like women shouldn't work, and also this whole thing of women shouldn't wear clothes. It was a whole thing, and how it ended up being where I think their mother was the one who was like the best person in making the most profit, which is like what Ferengis cared about, but they would never would have. But they're so like delusional where they don't allow women to do anything. So I thought, and that's, I think that's what I liked with Deep Space Nine, where it was, yeah, it wasn't just going out and finding new and running into like new races and that kind of thing, but it was like, hey, we're basically trying to prevent war between these people. And I think they did really, really well. Is this here? Can I look at this electricity thing here? Does this? Okay, perfect. Okay, that works for those doors. So now let's try to figure out what we're gonna do. Oh, I know we can do. Let's see if this works. How far can I bring this out? Crap, that's not gonna work. Okay. How far can I bring this out? Yes, I think Ferengis were like, and even I remember there was an episode where they started like a whole union, I think I want to say, and I thought that was interesting. So yeah, I thought Deep Space Nine had like some of the best character development. Let's see. Okay, how far can we go with this? Ooh, go pretty far. Hold on. Nice. Okay. I think that work. Wait, hold on. I don't think we need to wrap it around here, but I think we need to take this. Oh, we probably want to cover this up, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Yeah, we can cover this up at some point, and then bring that here. How far can this go? I've not seen Lower Decks and Strange New Worlds. I know there's one. Those are one of the newer ones. I need to. It's on my list. So on my list now, I do want to do Enterprise. I know that one. It was a little weird because apparently, like, it got canceled and there wasn't really a resolution. Apparently, at least according to like all the random Reddits that I've heard, I've looked at, and so I'm curious about. Okay. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I want to do Enterprise, and then I believe I saw there were a couple more. There was like Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks. Now I'm gonna go on a rabbit hole. Star Trek series in order. Yeah, so there's the animated one. And wait, hold on, not that order. Release order, yes. There's Enterprise, there was Discovery. I watched Picard, apparently something called Prodigy, and then there's the Starfleet Academy. The Starfleet Academy, I guess, which just came out. So there's a number of them. I thought Picard was interesting. I don't know if I I think it was. Let me not say. I feel like Picard may have been like nostalgia bait, but you know, we kind of. Oh shoot! You know what I need to do? Let me do this. But yeah, I want to try Enterprise. It's unfortunate it only lasted like 4 seasons. Oh crap. Hold on. How do we do this? I might need to move these monitors lower. Yep, I need to do that. Okay. We're gonna need to. I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Nope, I don't have any PP. How was Picard? Picard was. How many seasons was Picard? Because I honestly I feel like I just blew through it, and it feels like all one season to me. Oh wow, Picard was 3 seasons. Did I really watch 30 episodes? Because I started watching Picard after it ended. Yikes. Did I blow through 30 episodes that quickly? And like, I probably did. Working from home does that to you. Where like, I can literally, like even right now, I have like 4 monitors and then my work laptop is here that I'm not using. So I definitely, I must have watched Picard like, because I feel like I went through Picard very quickly. But yeah, as far as I think so. I do, as far as like different shows that I've watched, I think Voyager was good. I would say like it, and how can I say this? I know there was pushback on, I know there was pushback on Voyager because people said that they brought on 7 of 9 because it was Jerry Ryan. However, I think yes, Jerry Ryan is giant. Jerry Ryan was attractive, or is, but I felt like she also is a very good actress and did very well, like with that sort of complex dynamic of being part Borg and then becoming a human and dealing with. It reminded me a little bit of kind of how Data was in the Next Generation, where Data was kind of like trying to understand human like customs and that kind of thing, and was equally as confused at certain things. Let me see. I'm gonna bring these monitors down. Yeah, I'm bringing these monitors 1 level down. They just, and then I may blow that up, but I'll do that later. But yeah, I definitely have 4 screens, and then eventually when I move, I don't know if I need 5 screens, but oops, I didn't mean to do that. But it is nice. So, but yeah, I definitely, and the thing is, I'm not really with Pokopia anyway. I'm not really like a cozy gamer kind of thing. I used to, I mean, as a kid, I used to play like The Sims, but that hasn't, but it wasn't, I kind of fell off in the sense of like, I just lost interest essentially. But this, I think there's, and it's, I think in The Sims, there's creativity too. I think here, there's just a lot of creativity where you can, I think my favorite part of this is how you can go vertical, and how it's not just like, you're not just doing stuff like that's flat. It's literally like, hey, you can create this big thing in the sky, basically. Okay, how are we gonna do this? We're gonna need, oh, I know what I want to do. I may move these screens together, but let's, yeah, this is gonna look a little janky, but hear me out. Because we got to put... Oh, that's why I needed smear gold. Because I need smear gold to paint these ladders so I can make them fences. Because what I want to do... And I did this in the other part of the build where I made the ladders essentially like gates. Because if you look... As a matter of fact, I can pull it up. If you look in the show... I'll do this table later. If you look in the show, the way the gates look, well, not the gates, but like the little barriers looked. See if I can find it. Some of these are renditions that I found on YouTube, but this is a good example. So like here, and this is like an old picture. I just did a screenshot. There's like a little gate here where they're looking down in like the operation center or whatever. They also changed operations center because I don't remember them having windows like this. So that way maybe I'll make more windows. Yeah, so when you beat the game, it makes it a little easier. I would also say, from looking at the trailer with the DLC, if you decide to get it, it looks like there's a way to blow stuff up with the little Magnemite ability where you don't have to use like little fireworks and stuff. Let's see. Let's move. How do we move this? But yeah, there's. Oh, let me try to move this. How can I? Can I put this somewhere? Why is this not working? But in the beginning, it feels a little frustrating because it is like literally like one block at a time. That is. Do I need to? Oh crap! I think I need to do something. I need to. I'll figure out how I did it before, or maybe I need to not be Magnemite and put this on here. Let me see something. Nope. Okay, you get down. There's not enough space. Okay, maybe... How did we do it last? How do we do it the other way? Let me see something. Here, is there a way to... That's how I did it. Okay. So we need to, I guess, do a similar thing here. I'll figure that out. And then we will... kind of expand this out. But yeah, in the beginning it feels annoying just because it's always one block until you get this thing, which I feel like is a good thing because in the sense of they made you like they want you to like finish the story before you go building a whole bunch of stuff. But it's hard because like I would imagine a lot of people who they see all the carnage and they're like, I need to rebuild everything. So like this is my like Cloud Island. I have not rebuilt anything. I mean, I've like kind of made certain homes and done the little quest whatever in the different biomes. But if you look at my like Bleak Beach or the other places, like it's kind of a mess of stuff. Just because it was a lot. Like even. Withered Wasteland didn't bother me that much. And Rocky Ridges was okay. I mean, the ash didn't bother me that much. I know a lot of people like the having all that ash, like they wanted to clear it all out. It didn't bother me that much. It was bleak. It was the beach one where I was just like, how in the like you literally on the beach you had to create your own bridges in order to get anywhere. Like it wasn't like, hey, I could just roll around or whatever and kind of do it on my own. This is not how this is supposed to look. Like that was the one where I think I felt probably the most overwhelmed. And I was like, I can't believe we have to do all of this. It was not only that. No, it's not only the Bleak Beach one. I felt like the boat, the SS Anne thing on the other side of the area was like a whole. I mean, it was literally like at least 3 levels, and that still has to be rebuilt. So that may be like the last thing I do. Oh, speaking of Moslax, I would say I didn't realize this, I think, until after the game or whatever, after the game ended. They're apparently, like, you can give it certain foods and it'll make certain things, it'll make, like, certain Pokemon spawn more, or, like, you'll get more of the little, like, Lugia feather things or whatever. Yikes. I mean, I didn't mean to yawn on stream, but, yeah. It was definitely... Where is this? How do I gotta figure out this situation. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of different like mechanics of the game that you kind of just learn as you go along. Okay, so we have these tablets that we need to use too. So we do need to bring some of this electricity under here. Let's see. Now, does that turn on the tablets? I thought. Hold on. Oop, sorry. Oh, it's just displaying a photo. Oh, you had to turn these things on. Well, that was a waste. I'm gonna. Okay, so we're gonna move these closer to here, closer to the wall. But first, we need to go get Smeargle again. We need to go get Smeargle. We also need to go look at, like, additional table kind of settings because, like I said, we need to do... Let me open this again. We need to... All right, there we go. So this little green table, greenish table thing in the middle, I need to figure out how to make that. And I do not know. And we can't have it here because the other issue is these little pop art chairs don't... It's not... It makes it weird. It's like... It's not really a table. So... no, that's not gonna work. I was thinking, unless we could do something else, but... yeah, so... We're gonna do... this, and we go down even further, and then we'll have the kitchen counters all around there and here, and then this is the little meeting area down there, and then we do the office. So let's... Thank you. I appreciate it. It has been, like, I've been doing this for more than 3 months now, and I wanted to get this done before the bubbly basin comes out, and then I can work on, like, the actual bottom of the Cloud Island. Let's see. Oh, I was gonna say, are you also a big, like, TV person as far as, like, other stuff? Because I am, as far as shows that I've watched, I kind of want to do... I think there's people have done this, like, on, like, YouTube channels where they would do, like, show reviews, but I've watched a lot of, like, shows that are older. So for instance, let me go on this elevator. I was looking at my phone for something. But I started watching, I like watching a lot of different shows. I feel like, and this is something that I've been frustrated with a lot, is that the thing that, and speaking of Star Trek, the thing with a lot of shows now, how a lot of shows now are like 8 to 10 episodes, and I feel like you can tell a good story in 8 to 10 episodes, but I don't think you can do, like, real character development, because I feel like those are two different things. And the reason I bring up Star Trek is that, you know, back in the day, most Star Trek shows had like 25, 26 episodes. Yeah, if you look at The Next Generation, it was like 26 episodes. Deep Space Nine had 26. Voyager was a little low, at like In the first season, it was like 16, but then the rest, it was like 26 episodes. Even Enterprise, and that was like the early 2000s, had like 26, 24, 22 episodes. But now, like, it's not the case. And I think about like what is maybe a happy medium, and I would argue, I didn't watch it this year. I watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul, I want to say last year, and I would say, I think it was like 13 episodes in each season. And that, I don't say that's a happy medium. I would say you can do a little more storytelling with 13 episodes. However, I think even with Breaking Bad and people, talking about how like how great it is of a show, I would say even then they only did as far as like character development, there were maybe 2.5 characters who were really developed in like Breaking Bad, and even Better Call Saul, which was like a spinoff. I don't think you can do like how with Star Trek, you had honestly, you developed, I would honestly say like 6 or 7 characters, maybe not in a season, but you started like to plant roots or whatever. So maybe a season where something that was planted in season 2, it comes to fruition at the end of season 3 with like Worf and like some like Klingon tradition or whatever. But like you can't get to that Klingon tradition and like that kind of emotional attachment without doing the small work in seasons 2 or whatever. So you're saying in like the UK, it's more 12 to 14 episodes. I honestly wouldn't mind 14 episodes. And then I would also say, I recently watched a show on Apple TV called, I think it's called For All Mankind. And so For All Mankind, I think it's like 13 episodes, but they're like really long. So even the season finale, like a lot of shows in America, they'll do like quote unquote like 8 to 10 episodes, but they'll be like, they'll be like 43 minutes. So, but like with For All Mankind, it was 13 episodes, and each episode was literally like 59 minutes, 60 minutes, an hour and 3 minutes. So and even the season finale, I think it was like an hour and a half maybe. So you really got like a lot in those 13 episodes. Wait, hold on. So you're saying Sherlock had 4 seasons? It was 15 episodes in all of those 4 seasons? Like, as in 15 episodes in total? Or how did they do that? Like, was it like canceled? I guess I'm trying to figure out how they were able to do something like that. Let me actually, not what I'm gonna do. Let me see how we're gonna do this. So we need this iron table can be painted. So we might end up having to go with the iron table. Oh, I see. Okay, so if you have, so I'm gonna get distracted. I'm about to do the math. So if you do each one is an hour and a half, so it's like 15 episodes times like 90 minutes. I see. So it's like 3 or 4 episodes a season. I can see how they could do something like that. And I say that to say, like, okay, so if it's, let's say it's 90 minutes an episode times 4 episodes, that's 360 minutes. In a regular show in America, if you divide that by, let's say divide by 60, which is, most episodes are not 60 minutes. That's like 6 episodes. So like in a lot of ways, that's kind of what happens. So even with like Netflix, they'll do like these limited series of like 6 episodes, and the episodes are like 45 minutes. So I feel like that's kind of what it is, but it's they've just basically kind of started doing that model. So even like 6 episodes times like 45 minutes, it's like 207. Like, I don't know. I like, you know, but I feel like to me, an hour and a half episode, I wouldn't mind something like I don't know. I feel like it just needs to be much more substantive. How many do I have of these? I think we're gonna have to go with the iron table. And we're gonna have to we're gonna have to do it because this industrial desk doesn't make sense. Let's do 10 of these. And then, hold on, let me move this calculator out. I think we're gonna have to do that and then like paint the iron. What kind of paint can we do with this iron table? Oh, you can't even do, I thought you could, you can't even do a pattern. Yikes. Okay, so that's gonna be, hold on, can you do teal? Maybe it's like symbolism. Oh, interesting. So you said, so you don't have advertising in your, hold on. Are you saying you don't have advertising in the TV shows? I think I have an idea how to work this in. Interesting. Yeah, and in fact, I was watching something today. I think it was like, which was it? It was either something on like the home decor channel that we have here, like HGTV or something else, and it was and this is on streaming, so it was like 6 ads, and I feel like some of the ads were like 45 seconds to maybe a minute. I don't know, it felt like a long time, and I was like, this is like 4 to 6 minutes of ads, and I'm like, I do not I forgot what I was watching. I got distracted and was doing something else. So there's this teal iron table, and then if I make this black, does that change? No, that doesn't. It's better the way it is. Okay. Let's see. What else? Do we need anything else down here? We have the kitchen counter stuff. We have this. I think we're okay. We really need to. Let's keep going. I'm trying to think. I was trying to think of like, do we need anything else? Yeah, in the US, it's definitely there's gonna be like a lot of ads and that kind of thing, and if you don't want ads, they'll make you pay extra or whatever. I will say, and I thought about this the other day, I understand the complaints about like streaming services. I definitely understand there's complaints about streaming services. Where am I at? Is this, oh yeah, this is the op center. However, I think about, and I'm not trying to like you know, shill for the streaming companies or whatever. What I would say is, I feel like the fact that, at least in America, what we used to do is, if we wanted to watch a movie, we would get in the car, drive to a store, try to find the movie if they had it. They may not have had it because maybe physically rented out. And then we would rent it for 7 days, maybe less, and then have to bring it back. And the ironic thing is, sometimes if you rent it, you may accidentally just forget to watch it. You really have to like watch it when you got it, because you get distracted and you're like, oh crap, we forgot to watch this, whatever. And you'd pay like, I don't know, $10 or $7, something like that for like that one movie. And now I think, I'm trying to think, how much I pay for Netflix? Like, I think I pay like $20 something, and I make the most, I squeeze the most as I can out of that Netflix subscription, because like, if I'm gonna pay this much, I'm gonna watch as much as I can. Let's see. Okay, how are we gonna? Oh, that's what I want to do. I want to do this. All right, let me blow this this up. And then this iron table. Okay, how are we gonna do this? This iron table. Hold on. I think we got something here. That's not exactly what I would have liked, but it works. We could even, if I wanted to, you could even, hold on. I'll make this other one teal too. Just as far as symbolism. Sometimes I'm not going to be able to get like an exact copy of everything. Because that's just not possible. But all right, let's. When you say you miss love films, so are you mentioning like, was that a store that allowed like? So here in the U.S. it was like called Blockbuster or whatever. Was that the same? Was that a similar store? Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, so we had a similar thing. I mean, they still have some of them. You can go to like a store here and they have like a little kiosk outside the store where you can rent DVDs and stuff. In fact, I mean, I actually bought a DVD not the other month. It was last year, actually. I see. Okay. Interesting. But yeah, it was the whole Blockbuster thing where you had to come in and rent stuff. Hold on. Is this? I'm looking at this. Let's see. How many tables do I have? Oh, I have 2. This is fine. I think we do. I think what we do here to kind of like make up for this is do this. I'm thankful. Oh, Love Film became Netflix. Interesting. I'm glad they have this here because what I will do is just put this here. Maybe I will. Maybe hold on. Because I feel like the teal may get lost. So let's just do this. And then we need to let's do no, I want to do the pop art chairs. I wish the tablets were like on, but they want you to like display. I don't know. I feel like you could just turn. I wish you could just turn them on. Anyway, so interesting. Yeah. Well, Amazon has some decent stuff as far as like streaming services. I would rate. I feel like Apple TV has a lot of good stuff that a lot of people don't know about. Apple TV, HBO. I know HBO Max changed their name like 8 times, but I feel like HBO Max also. But they kind of also historically had a good. Why is that purple? Had some good shows and everything. And then I'm trying to think. Apple TV, HBO Max. What else? Those are kind of like the top 2, I would say. All right. I need to paint some more of these. Not be black. Should we do 99? 99's doing a lot. 99's doing a lot. But no, I don't feel like going back and doing this. Let's just do 99, and then we'll repaint it if we need to. Left Film was a subscription by DVD post service with no late fees. You can rent video games. Yes, Netflix basically initially Netflix did the same thing. I remember I think I did it once in college, and I felt like I was too lazy to return it, and I never did the service again because I was like, I gotta go to the post office. No, absolutely not. It's too much for my blood. All right, let's blow this up. Noops, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Oh well. Yeah, let's put this monitor here. But we may end up moving that, because the thing is, what I remember in the show is there were like different, as you can see, there are like different levels and floors and everything, and so. But I think this is representative enough. I'm trying not to be like a perfectionist about this, basically. But okay, so what we need to do is a couple things. Oops, yeah, we need to take all this up. I also need to paint. HBO Max is tied to a cable provider. Yeah, I guess because HBO used to be like the big, like when people used to sell cable back in the day, like they used to use HBO as like the biggest, like the draws. Like we got HBO, they got, because there used to be like 10 different HBO channels. There was like HBO West, HBO East, HBO, I don't know, whatever, HBO Cowboys. It used to be a whole lot of different HBOs. I need to take these down too. Okay, let's. I kind of want to move these closer. I'm surprised I can do all this electricity stuff. In fact, you know what I want to do? I kind of want to put some surface lights here. I really like these surface lights. A little too much, but it's fine. Can you put the surface lights on the table? Nope. Let's hold off on that because I want to do these chairs. Where's Smeargle go? Smeargle? Oh, there you are. Sorry, buddy. Oof. Let's bring this closer. Let's bring this closer, and then we will start putting out the counters and then the chairs. We are close to being, well, I don't know, close to being done. We probably got another couple hours left, but this is better than where we were. How long have we been streaming? Better than we were 2 hours ago. Okay, so I really want to figure out the corner situation here, but okay, so let's put these counters somewhere if I can find them. There we go. All right, let's just put these here. And then, so maybe there's some stuff in the DLC that can. I know that with the DLC, there were a couple more electrical items that I saw, but I could always replace that. But I wanted to make sure that I didn't want to get distracted by the DLC and not finish this, because I've been basically doing this since April. All right, let's blow this up. There we go. And then, oops. Where? Oh, there we go. Okay. We gotta paint these like paint these blocks at some point, but where's this? Where are the counters? There we go. There we go. Keep doing this, and then we'll put the laptops and stuff on there as well. And then there we go. Okay. And then let's go ahead and do that. Oop, what am I doing? Oops. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and fill in this gap so we can wrap that stuff around. I don't want Smeargle to... Okay, finish this. All right. Wait. Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. All right. Is that... I want to make sure that we... How do we do this in the right way? Because I don't want to, like, essentially block this off. Like, I don't want to, like, block Smeargle or block the way we can get down here. So let me try this. And then eventually we cover that. I know what we can do. I know what we can do. We can just cover these up here. Okay. This is fine. What I think we do is we continue to add this thing here. And we gotta move those monitors down. Let's move those monitors down. We should be good to go. And then we'll add more steps here. And we'll go from there. Alright, I think that's good. This space does feel a little empty, but maybe off stream, maybe I may watch the show again and see, like, how did this look again? Have a good idea of what to put in here. Okay. Here. Oh crap! Let me do that. Iron plating. Hold on. Iron plating. Where are you? There you go. Oop, there we go. Okay, take this down. Put this here. Wait, can I just... Let's get this monitor. Okay. Alright, put this here. And, oh yes, perfect. Okay. And then we gotta paint the chairs. Oh, yikes. Okay, hold on. That's odd. Why is that? Oh, I know why. I know why. Actually, let's take this off. Unless... This is fine. We'll do it here. That's not a problem. Okay, where does Miracle go? Hello? There you are. Okay, let's go. Come on. All right. Got stuff to do. Okay. So let's paint these pop art chairs. Paint. Probably gonna paint all these black. All right, let's do not 34. I think 20 is fine. Actually, crap, it might be 34. Now that I think about it, because we got to put some around there too, around the table too. Yeah, screw it. Let's just do 34. Because we also need to put them in that other area that we're gonna do. All right, so I'm missing it again. There we go. Okay, so let's put this here. Put this here. 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 Well, I don't know if we need all those people, but maybe have this here. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, have that here. Here. How do I have it over there? Oh yeah. This here. Here. There we go. There we go. Okay. And now, oh, also we need to add in the laptops. Okay. Oh man, I can't add it. I can't put it here. That sucks. That's fine. We'll add one here. Add it in the middle. I thought you could add a laptop right on top of here, but clearly not because the wall monitor's there. Okay, so that's fine. I wonder if you can add a tablet. Hold on. Nope, you cannot. Okay, so there we go. Oh wait, hold on. Oh wait, wait. Can you do this? Nope, you cannot. Oh well. Okay, so how many chairs do we have left? 18. Perfect. There we go. Okay. Look at that. We have this. We'll put in these here. And then, oh, hold on. We need to get kind of the whole crew. Hold on. Can you? I think what I want to do is maybe block this off. So what if I did I did this here. So that way there's not like this weird, because you can come down here very easy. But what I don't want is it to just to be like have these weird gaps like this. So what if we did this? I think, and then eventually, like I said, I'm going to replace these blocks. What I need to do is figure out what I'm going to use. So I like this hexagonal stuff, and I like the hexagonal flooring, maybe for up here, and then we change this to even the I don't know if we change this to the iron flooring or not. Maybe. But I want to make sure that we do this correctly. Where's my autograph book? There we go. Oop. Okay, I think this is fine. We'll probably go under here and fix a couple things. Can this work? Ooh, it can work. All right, let's do this. Yeah, it's not gonna look the best, but the point is I want to kind of make sure that we fix the, like, kind of get the layout together, and then we'll figure out the different blocks after. Let's blow this up. Alright, got it. Okay. Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oop. Sorry, Smeargle. Okay. All right, so now we have, I do feel like this area is pretty big, but maybe we add in like some other like counters and everything here. I think we could do that. And then down here, oh, that doesn't do anything. So we have this down here. Okay. So what do we need now? Oh, I do want to, do I have that, did I paint that office desk? I did. Okay, let's actually go into Cisco's office. Oh, he had a window. Oh, it is window here. Okay, he had a window here. Okay. And there's a laptop. I kind of want to do another desk. Yes, I was saying O'Brien. So O'Brien, I need to almost like create like some like engineering little holes or cavities or whatever. I was actually, long story short, I was actually surprised he was in both shows, because I know Worf was in both shows. O'Brien was in, but O'Brien wasn't that big of a character in The Next Generation. But yeah, like some sort of mechanical thing that he's tweaking. I will say in the Bubbly Basin, I did see some electrical stuff that I kind of want to, that may fit that, like where different electrical items that he could be tinkering with or whatever. Where's Smeargle? Is he down here? You are. Okay. Let me fix this. Okay, I want to get a couple things. I want to get another office desk because I feel like this is not enough. Oh, hold on, let me do that. I was looking up stuff was it earlier today? I didn't realize O'Brien has 2 kids. I thought he just had 1, but apparently not. Let me put this back. Hey, hold on. I thought this was a habitat. Am I insane? Oh well. I thought that was a habitat. Oh, it needs to be a chair. Oh, I know what happened. It made that noise because there was furniture in there. Let me paint this. And then it'll be the actual habitat. Yes, Molly and was it? Yes, it was the one. It was the one where I believe Kira was the surrogate. Yes. Okay, that's what I need. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get another desk, and then that way I can put another item on there. Okay. So what do we need now? We need stairs. Do we need stairs? No. We need... we need another office thing. We also need another... I think we need another kind of like table thing. Because I still have an idea for some of these cube lights. But I think we just need some more iron tables. I love the episode when she goes to Bashir, "You did this to me," meaning the surrogate, as she was actually pregnant with his child. Oh, I did see that on Wikipedia, how they used to be married, or either, I think they were both married, or they were married to each other. I didn't realize they had a kid together. Yeah, we need... And we need... So how many of these pop-art chairs? Yeah, we have enough. Okay. Okay, let me... I actually like... Let me look at something. I'm gonna look at... It almost looks like carpeting. The reason I'm looking at this like flooring, and I'm like, should I do the darker one or should I do the lighter? But I kind of like... It almost looks a little bit like carpeting, but I don't know. The color of the flooring I can deal with later. We could also put a few of these up because they had like multiple kind of fencing situations, or like kind of multiple things of bars or whatever. Yeah, how many do we have of this? Oh, 5. Yikes. Okay, that's fine. Let's do this. Okay, almost there. Okay. change the color of that, but I think that's fine. I think what I also want to do is maybe put out a few more of these counters. How does this look? Oh, actually, yes. Just so it doesn't have such empty space, I guess. Or actually, hold on. Let's do it the other way. Is that the front? It's hard to see because it's black, but let me. Yeah, let's do this. There we go. And then we have another. Well, actually, I don't want that to be right there. Because that's like right next to everything. We'll put that over here. Just so there's a little more variety as far as like different little stations and stuff. We put one here, which is fine. It's a little close, but I think it's fine. One here, and then we put one here. Okay. And then we put, let's just put another chair here. Can I put a laptop here too? And then put a laptop here. And a chair. And then another chair. You know what would be interesting here? That cyber flooring, maybe? Like maybe mix it in a little bit with this. I'll have to test that out. Is that all of it? Okay, so looking at this, we need, you also need maybe like another, like maybe a wall light. Do I have any on me? I have some surface lights. These aren't bad. I do like these surface lights. Although, I don't know. I feel like his office had like more softer lights, like the wall lights. Let's go get another desk. And probably a relic. And then we need to get some more iron tables for down here. And then, ooh, we need to fix these windows. How many of these? Oh, we do have these. Okay. In fact, I think we're gonna open these windows up. Hold on. I want to open those windows up. I feel like these are a little too. Oops. Yeah, I want to open these windows up. And then, or not open them up, but I want to expand them a little more. That's not the right. There we go. Okay, and then do the same here. I also saw Kira, or like Nana Visitor. The other thing I recently watched was Battlestar Galactica, which I don't even know how I ended up on it, but it was here's what I would say. I think the Sci-Fi Channel has some interesting, like, you can kind of tell if something was on the Sci-Fi Channel because it has like a certain vibe, and I don't know how to explain. It's like a certain aesthetic. I don't know if it's like the same production studio, but like it looks like, I don't know. It looks like they had budget, but like they decided to, I don't know what they did with it. Because even with Battlestar Galactica, I don't think they used a tripod once. I feel like literally someone was holding the camera for all 4 seasons. But yeah, like I thought Battlestar. I mentioned that because I know Kira was on Battlestar Galactica at one time. It was interesting, kind of, I don't say a crossover, but like she was one of the characters that like for one episode. But yes, like this early 2000s kind of like grittiness, like it because it's just, yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm trying to think of other shows that are like that, but if you just watch like the sci-fi show, and I would also say, I think the Sci-Fi Channel, from what I've seen, they use a lot of like Canadian talent, and I wonder if maybe it's like the same production company where like they do a lot of stuff in Canada, and maybe it's just that's just the way they do things. Because there was this other Canadian show. It's not sci-fi, but it was like it was about indigenous people on a reservation. They like kind of had similar vibes, where it's like, hey, we're just not gonna use a tripod for at least the first few episodes. And it was like, I don't know. Another show that was like that was how it was called Haven, I want to say. That was interesting. Okay, this is it. We just need to get the tables again, and I think we should be good. So this is gonna be, I think I'm gonna keep these cube lights here because it reminds me of there was an episode where they did like this, like they were checking to see if someone was a changeling, and they cut their hand in blood, and it was like a table that looked like this kind of. But so Dr. Baltar, so I did read that. I was looking at there's an article about like crossovers and everything. I think he did play in Picard. I didn't notice it at the time because I watched Picard first, and I didn't know. I watched Battlestar Galactica. I watched Picard in like mid 2023, and then I didn't watch Battlestar Galactica until like 2-3 months ago. I was watching it. I feel like I finished it late May. But that was, I feel like it was good. I liked it until they got to Earth, and I thought like Earth was gonna be like this like paradise thing, and they got to Earth and they were like, well, what the hell is this? And it wasn't what they thought it was, and I was like, well, this is disappointing. But yeah. Yes. So yeah, the Dr. Baltar from Battlestar Galactica definitely reminds me of Bashir. Let's see. Okay, so we need the desk. We need a couple of tables, and I think, and then we need to move people here. So, where's Smeargle? I don't know where Smeargle is. I'm gonna go down and get what I need. Good Lord, I just have this big thing. This big image covering the screen. But yes, he definitely looks like him. And then it's interesting because you see, if you watch shows like that now, you see actors who are in other stuff now. So there was like, I watched a show on Fox Well, it's really Hulu, but it's called Murder in a Small Town, and it's also like based in, a lot of the production is Canadian based, so I think they do stuff in like Vancouver or whatever. We need to go down another floor, but like a couple of actors from Battlestar Galactica is in the other Canadian show, whatever. So it's interesting. It feels like sometimes like maybe I just watch the same stuff or watch shows that have the same actors or something like that, or same casting directors. I don't know, but it's like I feel like I watch a lot of stuff that has similar people. Like it'll have like, oh, this person from so and so and this person from this thing. Yes, so I watched X-Files. I think I watched X-Files for the first time in like late 2018. I think I watched all 11 seasons, even the whole reboot thing. I think I watched all of those. It took me like 8 months to do that. I did take a little break or whatever, but it took me. It was a decent amount. Let me hold on. Before I buy stuff, I probably have these things in here, and I just don't want to deal with it. What is this? Iron bench. No. I have iron tables already. All right, let me get this. Oh, I just need to get an office desk, which actually, before I buy that again, before I make it, let me get this. Yes, so I get this. Oh, I don't need a stove, but it's okay. What I want to do is get something that reminds me of the baseball that Cisco used. So there's like these relics or whatever that maybe I can use. And also these things. What can I use that looks like a baseball? It's not going to be here. Yeah, one of the things as far as like the Pokeball light, Pokeball light could be used as that as well. I do like the big nugget. Is there a Pokeball item? Hold on. But yes, I go on IMDb a lot. This Pokeball chest, how big is it? Let's see. Is there anything in the items like? Hold on. Nope. Not the crystal ball. This mic? No, I don't know about that. I know you can make more of these. Interesting. Okay. There's the bell. This Pokeball light. This Pokeball lamp could work as well. I think the Pokeball light is kind of cool, unless I can find another relic. How big is this? Oh, this is big. Yeah, maybe we do that. Also, we might need some more chairs. We got 9. That might be enough. That might be enough. Might be enough. Let me continue. Let me see. We're gonna try to see what other relics, whatever we can have. Oh, this was. Let me see other toys. This diffuser is kind of cool, but I don't think that would work. The gold teeth would be a little weird, but or this I don't know about this doll. Does the game have a bucket? It does have a small, like trash can looking thing. Where is that at? It does. It does have. Oh, that's not it. I know it's here. I know I saw. It's pink. Now the game doesn't want to show it to me. It's definitely farther up. Let me go look in missile. Oh, yes. This garbage can. Gold ore. I would need to figure out how to like pick it up. There's certain things you can like place. Let me see. Oh, you know what's funny? The auto trash can. Wait, can I paint that? Hold on. I can paint it. That's a good idea. Okay. So I will show you the security office that okay. Well, I don't know what you're doing, but okay. I didn't think about that. So I do have the security office, I do have the infirmary. The only issue is it's placed a little differently. So I kind of made this whole floor Quark's bar. So like this is Quark's bar here, and this is like essentially representation of like the Dabo tables or whatever, and some other gaming stuff over here. And then I made it so you know that in the show there's like this big like that red and orange mural thing. I had this is what I made that into, and then I had like a concert kind of situation stage here, so I kind of added onto it. But yeah, thank you. Wait, where are you? Oh man, I'm sorry. I don't know why you jumped over here and now you can't get back there. Oh well. But anyway, so yeah, so this is the infirmary in here. I have some first aid kits and some stuff here. A little bed over here, and then this would be like Odo's like security office or whatever. So I have like I put here like different almost like security images of different pictures of people or whatever. And then so yeah, I could do this trash can. Where did trash can go? I just got it. Yeah, I could do that here. I could literally do that. Let's put that here. Cool. Thank you for the idea. Now I gotta get Smeargle to leave. What? Oh, Smeargle's this way. I don't think I can get Smeargle out of there, so I'm gonna have to. Ooh, I didn't think about the gravestone. I should definitely do that. Let me see. Can I get Smeargle here? Okay, perfect. Okay, thank you. Didn't Morn die? That's very morbid. I feel like he passed away at the bar. Am I remembering that right? I know what I wanted to do. I wanted to do. Well, actually, let's see what's in here. I might find some interesting stuff in the little shop and stuff here. Oh, the big nugget is literally right here. Let me get that. $2,000. I'm just gonna give away some of this, these steaks. Yeah, it was something in his will, like he gave everything to Quark or something like that, even though like Quark hated him, or they fought all the time or something. All right, we'll just use that big nugget to save time, and then I think the last thing. Well, we need to invite everybody up there. So let's here's what I'd say. Let's finish this area, and then I think probably I got to figure out the flooring situation, like what works, and test out some of the colors and everything. But yeah, Deep Space Nine was like, I felt like had the most like what's the word? The characters were either it was the characters were better, or it was just it felt very robust in like its writing and everything. Where is this? Oh, that's what I want to do. Oh, I wanted those wall lights. Crap. I'll get them later. I know what I need to. Well, I don't want to paint those. I want to paint this. I forgot to get the wall lights, but it is fine. Is the desk? Oh, it's facing that way. Okay, that's fine. Desk, office desk. Okay, now, all right, let's see. This is a big chest. Yeah, like the conflict was very interesting, particularly even, oh, not that. Even with yeah, I think this is cool. Okay, cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. And then we got to go downstairs to do the kind of strategy area. Yeah, it was, and it was always something going on. Whereas, like, if it's not like Quark selling a whole bunch of weapons to people, and it was just, it had a lot of, yeah, it was. I felt like it was very. Do I need to change? Do I need to change this? Maybe I don't need to change this. What if we, hold on. Can you put a table on top of a table? What if you, hold on. No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. What I might do, I have an idea. Because this is a little awkward here. So instead of that, I'm gonna put it in, I'm gonna replace it. Yeah, but I would say, I know in the later seasons they had the changeling stuff. I would say to me that like the first 4 seasons, I think it was 4 seasons before they did the changeling thing. No, the changeling stuff happened, I think, at the 4th season because that was when Worf came and he had to like do all the stuff with the Klingons and kind of deal with them and everything. So that was that was the beginning of the 4th season, because I remember seeing like Worf being there in the beginning of the 4th season. What if I just, hold on. Can we change it to this? Got it. That's what I want to do. But yeah, it was, I think you had 3 full seasons of them kind of setting that up. Well, maybe 2.5, because I think in the last, I guess the 3rd season, they really started to focus in on the changeling situation. All right, let me, how's this gonna work? Let me have to figure this out. Why is the, I'm gonna figure out why this is happening. Like, this happens multiple times where the music is like, I'm just gonna stop. Okay. Oh, okay. No, it's not for you. It's for me, actually. Okay. So, what if we, I don't know. We'll figure this part out. But I do want to kind of have that symbolism of the little, or we could just, hold on, let me see something. If we did this, no, that's not gonna work. Excuse you. I'm trying to figure this out. we surround? Let me do this. See how this is. Yeah, I think well, maybe we'll see. I kind of, and maybe we just put these. I got it. Hold on. I got an idea. We just put these together. If we walked in here and you saw this. I cannot remember that episode. I'm trying to think. I mean, like all the smart people who were quarantined with. Well, maybe I'd have to think about it again. It does sound familiar. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let me do this. I have an idea of how this is gonna work. There we go. 4. There we go. Okay. We're doing a lot of symbolism because I can't do exactly what I want to do, but it'll be all right. All right, and then how many chairs do we have? We have 9. We might need more, and it's crazy. Or no. If we got one more, probably put some more chairs. So we need to go downstairs and get some more chairs. That's fine. I kind of want put some surface lights here. I'm deathly afraid I'm about to run out of lights, run out of electricity. Let's see, I gotta put something over there. Just put here, oh, not you. Let's hope we do not. Oh, I knew that was it. So when it says there's no point in replacing any and placing more of these, that basically means we have run out of electricity. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spread these out a little more. And then I think there's a house downstairs where we can get some more, we can pick up some more items, and then we can have some more electricity. I think this is fine. We need to put another oh, I think this is fine. We may put some more stuff over here, but I think we're kind of limited. So do I have, oh, I do have those transmitters. Okay, so how did we have those transmitters done? It was one here. What is outside of here? I mean, we could put what would happen if we put a transmitter? Oh, we need to connect it. Dang it. Smeargle, hold on. Oh, the genetic engineered humans. I remember that because, like, apparently his parents didn't tell him or something like that. Yeah, I remember that episode. Yes. Smeargle, please relax. I'm coming to get you. That's that. So it's connected here, and then we'll just do it here. Okay, Smeargle, relax. I'm here. Okay, so we got this, and then we need to get 3 more chairs. And I think we get 3 more chairs. We get a couple of wall lights for this area. Like 2 more wall lights should work. And then we need to get we need 2 more wall lights, and then we need to get everybody to move up here. 1 second. Yeah, I remember that, and I can't remember. It was like something like Bashir was like, he was like genetically, it was him and it was like 5 other people. And he was like 10 times as smart as everybody else, and all the other people who were with him were like pretty obnoxious about it. Okay. Whoa, this is weird. You couldn't wait until I was done? Crap, actually, I need to go back down. Hold on, before we do that, let's see what's in this shop. Yeah, not much. Let's do that, and then we'll paint that. Once we paint that, I actually don't need Smeargle anymore. And then what we'll do is we'll go downstairs and we'll go down to get the rest of the people. Some people are already in the spaceship, but let's do the pop art chairs. I'm gonna do 10 of these because I may use them in other ways and at some other point. Let's paint. We are close. All right. Perfect. And we probably can bring some people along the way. No, we need wall lights. Let's go back out. We need 2 more wall lights, which were somewhere. These are white, but I can fix that. Okay, so the first 2 people we need are Tinkaton and then Corviknight. I had it laid out. Oops. We need Corviknight, Entei, Articuno, Tinkaton. Okay, Entei, Articuno, and Lucario are on the ground. And then Tinkaton, I think I had her here. There we go. Okay, so because Tinkmaster is the engineer, we're gonna have her up there. We also need I think Corviknight was representative of, so I basically thought about who represents each person. So this, where'd she go? Tinkaton, I feel like being the engineer needed to be up there, like O'Brien. And I may change that, but I like Tinkaton up there anyway because Tinkaton builds things quickly. This is like the area where everybody's like quarters are. I need to change it because there are like 4 people who live here, and I would like it to be only 1 who lives in each little area here. But I just kind of put stuff here just to have stuff. Oh, good lord, Corviknight is huge. Corviknight, can you come out of here? Are you stuck? I'm afraid you might be stuck. So what if we did this for now, and I'll come back. Okay, and then let's do... Actually, I thought I told that thing to follow me. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's do this. Because now I'm trying to figure out how do I get them back up here. Can Corviknight come through here? Please, please. I know you can. Oh, perfect. Thank you. And unfortunately, because of the way the habitats and stuff work, I think I'm going to have to all move them into that office. Unless... I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it and see. Unless we can take that mug and make a habitat. But I think you needed an office desk. We'll see. Okay. So now that you guys are here, let's go down. Oh, wrong way. Let's go downstairs here. Let me see if I put a mug here. Does that qualify as a habitat? It does not. Okay, that's fine. All right, let's go back upstairs. And then let's go into... Unfortunately, you're going to be in Cisco's office because... All right. Would you like to move in here? Yes. All right. Not you. You. Come on. You can move in here. Okay, so now we need to get... Oh, that's what we wanted to do. Hold on. Smeargle, I need you to fix this wall light. Right now they're white, and I don't... Actually, hold on. Let me see what that white... Like, what does it look like? Before I tell Smeargle no. No. I like the softer, like, warmer glow. So, we're gonna paint these again. We're gonna actually take the paint off of here. And then... Perfect. Okay. Cool. So now you just do this. All right, that's all I needed. And now Smeargle, I think your job is done. Oh, I need to... I think you're done. Nope, I don't. That's for me. Okay. I think that's it. All right, now I need to... Oops. I need to add these chairs. Oops. Add a couple of laptops here. And then add one here. Here. Okay, so we got that there. And then Then we bring in the final 3. So when I thought about the idea of Captain Cisco, not the first, but one of the people I thought it was Lucario, whatever. And so I think I'm going to have him be the quote unquote captain, but I have to go get him. I need to go get Entei, which is more like Wharf or whatever, and then Articuno, which would be Jadzia Dax. I wish they did, and maybe I saw someone say this online, I wish they would have done for the whole what is it called? Not the Dax line. Is it the Trill race where they're like multiple people for like thousands of years? I wish they would have done it like a series about that, at least, or maybe a movie about it, about the history of like how they were basically all these different people. Anyway, here is the bottom of the Cloud Island, like that I have not really, I basically completed the Pokedex here, but I have not done a lot really. Like it's still kind of a mess where there's like a bunch of random stuff and random habitats or whatever. And of course I'm getting distracted by this. All right, so we've got a couple things to do. We got Lucario, and we need to get Entei, and then Articuno. And so Articuno is in a house. I originally put them in a house, and I can't remember why they're in a house. What is this? Why is that there? Yep, Articuno's here. And then I guess Articuno's upstairs. I guess not. They said that Articuno was in the house. Sheesh. I can't use this? What are you talking about? Okay. All right, hold on. Maybe I need to use it outside? Probably need to use it outside. I swear I saw, nope, I don't need you, Glaceon. I definitely saw a little home icon where Articuno was. Anyways. All right, Articuno, follow me. And then we need Lucario and then Entei. And then we'll bring them all the way up here. Is Articuno following me? Yes. Okay. Okay. I need to move Machoke up there. No, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. This I don't need. Box to the rhythm. All right, where's Lucario? All right, thank you. Now follow me. I'm pretty sure I know where Entei is. I think I know where I put the habitat. I literally put Corviknight up there like 5 minutes ago, and it decided not to. It decided it wanted to come back down here. Okay. Yes, Entei's here. Okay. Where's Entei? Okay. Cool. Okay, so now we're gonna go upstairs. So eventually I'm gonna take down these train tracks, but this is like the only way I can get some of them upstairs. I actually do have like some train stuff here, although I wonder if because if I go to this elevator, they're pretty much already up here. Let's see. They should be, like when you do the elevator thing, it kind of like pulls them up, it seems like. But we're about to see. They are older. Okay, so you need to do this carefully. Articuno, move please. Hold on, let's come in here. Because this is a work desk. I need you to move in the work desk. Yes. Okay, you will move into the house. Alright, excuse you. You will also move into this. Perfect. Okay. Well, can you guys move? Okay. I can't. I literally can't. I can't get out here. Okay, thank you. I don't know what Pseudo Widow's doing here, but cool. I think that is it for today. I'm gonna kind of mess around with some of the flooring to kind of like to test out some things, but thank you all again for tuning in. Thank you all the people who chatted. Heath made, let me know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Thank you, Kelpsy. Thank you, Main Tater, as well as Lord West. And of course, thank you, Heath made, for the follow. But yeah, I'm definitely appreciate everybody coming in. If you go to the YouTube link, what I'll do is I'm gonna put that video. I'm gonna do a whole tour. Once I'm gonna finish it, the final touches tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, so this weekend, and then I'll record and walk through, and then put the video up on YouTube on Monday. And so follow the YouTube link, and then you'll be able to get it, subscribe on, and then you get it on Monday. But yeah, that's all I got. I hope everyone has a good rest of your night.